Hello, what is up guys? Evildoer here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at a problem that I'm sure you've had while playing through Black Desert, and that is the situation where your storage becomes completely full at the city you like to play in. So in this video, we're going to take a look at how do you increase your storage space free to play so that you don't have to spend any money, but can still get more stuff, store more stuff in your inventory, and get back to grinding. Real quick though, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or enjoy the content on the channel, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. It would help to grow the channel. Without further ado, let's get into it and let's take a look at how we're going to do this. And the method is going to be through contribution points. So we're not going to spend money in the Pearl Shop to increase our storage. We are going to use contribution points. If you do not know what contribution points are, it's this little icon in the top of your screen. So you see the little metal icon that would go around your neck. Those are your contribution points. Contribution points are earned from completing story quests, as well as turning in alchemy and cooking byproducts. I'm going to put in a full guide as far as contribution points go. I'm going to work on it this weekend, so be on the lookout for that. But your TLDR is basically for playing through the story in Black Desert, doing side quests in Black Desert, doing cooking, alchemy. You're going to earn contribution points. Basically anything you do except for grinding or AFK fishing. So one of the many things you can do with these contribution points is to invest them into your cities, to buy housing for your workers, buy housing for your player, buy different workshops, or in this case, buy additional storage at the storage keeper for whatever city you're in. So you're going to want to do this on whichever city is your main city, which for me is Heidel, but because I already have Heidel pretty much maxed out, I'm going to move on over to Altanova to show you how to do this. But what you're going to want to do is open up the map. So press the M key on the keyboard to open up the map. Click on the Altanova city icon and you will see a bunch of different houses. So the majority of these houses will be able to be used for storage, but if you want to just confirm which ones are going to be used for storage before you buy them, close out the little storage box that opens up. In the filter on the top right corner, click Unpurchased, and filter by storage. So as you can see, nothing really changed. All of these blue arrows are houses that you can buy that contain storage. Now what you want to do is you want to maximize the amount of contribution points, or CP, that you spend per inventory spots that you gain. So let me show you a great example of this. Let's take a look at Altanova 1-1, so the very first house in the entire city. If we click on that, we see that at its max rank of its storage, it can add up to 3 additional spaces to our storage, and it will cost us 2 contribution points. You can see I'm hovering it right here. So 2 to 3 ratio is not a very good ratio. If instead we look at Altanova 4-1, you can see that it costs 1 contribution point for 3 storage spaces. So this is a ratio of 1 contribution point for 3 points of storage added, which is a lot better. Ultimately, what you want to do is you want to try and find a series of houses. So the one we're going to look at here in Altanova is this 4 series, in which getting all of the houses in the chain is greater than a 3-to-1 ratio. And that is true for the Altanova 4-whatever series here. So if you were to buy all of these houses in a line, you would gain more than 3 storage slots per 1 contribution point that you spent. So let's show you how this would work now. If we click on Altanova 4-1, purchase it for storage, yes. This allows you to buy the next house in the chain, so Altanova 4-2. You see that it has 2 levels of storage and costs 3 contribution points, so we can get up to 5 spots of storage from this. So we'll go ahead and purchase that one for storage, get that going. We'll go ahead and purchase the next one, 4-3 for storage. We'll go ahead and purchase the next one, 4-4 for storage. And we'll finally go and purchase the final one, which has 5 levels of storage and up to 16 inventory slots. Basically, we can purchase storage. So as you can see, when you initially purchase the house for storage, there are multiple levels you'll be able to level it up through. So basically what you have to do is mentally remember that the amount of time remaining on this house is 50 seconds. And in 50 seconds, go back to it, click on it, and click upgrade again. And through the power of video editing, we have bypassed that 40 seconds. So in order to see the houses now, you need to change your filter to purchased, since you have purchased these houses, and you'll be able to interact on them again. So originally, Altanova 4-1, right, if we click on that, it has no more levels that we can level it up. So that's as high as it's going to go. If we go to Altanova 4-2, we have another level that we can do. So we can click level up. And then on the next one, 4-3 has another level. So we can level it up once again. If we go over to 4-4, there are 2 more levels. So if we click level up, we're going to have to do this one more time. And then for 4-5, there are several levels more. So we'll need to come back and level this up several times. Basically, that's the whole idea here. But if we go ahead and minimize out of this and we go back to our storage keeper, click on the storage menu, you can see that we have additional storage slots. So we basically added 5 houses times 3 storage each for a total of 15 additional inventory slots. Continue repeating the process of leveling up those houses and you'll get more and more storage. So now, obviously this is only for Altanova, this is only just one recommendation in Altanova. Where do you go to find out what is the best houses to buy in every single city? And to answer that for you, I have a really awesome document that I found from Invin Global that basically shows you all of the different locations that you can buy within cities and the ratio of storage to contribution points spent. So since we're looking at Altanova, if we go to Altanova, you can see that 4.1 through 4-5 that we were just looking at, nets an average of 3.36 storage spaces per contribution point that you spend. So basically that's it, guys. Like, say if you wanted to set up in Calpheon, these are all the different situations in Calpheon that result in lots of inventory slots. If you were in Heidel, these are the most efficient for Heidel. Basically just scroll through this list and find whatever city you're setting up in. Now, you're going to notice if you go to this and you want to set up in Grana and Duvenkroon, they will not be on that list. Reason being, if we go on over to Grana in the bottom left corner of the screen, right, and click on the houses, there's no like chains for houses. They're all unlocked by default, so you can just click on any house you want and buy it. And all of these houses have absolutely abysmal contribution points to storage ratios. So for the most part, they're all 11 contribution points per 16 storage slots, which puts the ratio just over like 1.25. With the best one available, this 5 contribution points for 12 slots, so basically a 2.4 ratio. So Grana 16 would be your best option. The rest of them are absolute crap, and honestly 2.4 is pretty garbage as well, so avoid having to set up in Grana if you can at all costs. But if you have to buy some housing slots, Grana 16 is going to be your best bet, your most efficient bet. Same thing goes for Duvenkroon. So if you're trying to set up in Duvenkroon, they also all are a lot of crap. However, there is one that is slightly better, and it is Duvenkroon 5. For 6 contribution points, you can get 16 slots, which is just under that 3 ratio that we're looking for. 3 inventory slots for 1 contribution point. It's just under it. So if you have to set up in Duvenkroon, purchasing this one, Duvenkroon 5 is probably your best bet. Otherwise, once again, try to avoid setting up in Duvenkroon. So in Altanova, if we go ahead and look at our houses, once again, we can upgrade them again if we wanted to. They've all completed their upgrades, so we could upgrade the 4-4 again. And if we look at our storage keeper once again, his inventory slots have expanded again, and we're up to 39 slots now. So once again, just repeat this process over and over until you have the number of inventory slots you desire. Anyway, guys, that's basically going to be it for this video. So I do hope you found it useful. It's a really, really awesome tip for newer players or people that are trying to manage their inventories. It's definitely something to take advantage of, especially if you have some contribution points lying around. If you did like the video, make sure to leave a like. Also, make sure you're subscribed so you stay updated when new content comes out. And let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Thank you once again so much for watching. I will see you at the next stream, video, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.